Hello and welcome to Hope Left Me, a little visual novel developed by Astrophysics, available on itch.io. This is actually more of a tie-in to their music album, because Astrophysics, if you didn't know, is a pretty famous musician on YouTube, actually. They make pretty interesting remixes and stuff like that. So I want to try this out. I don't know what to expect, but let's see. I do know that, basically this game is more like an advertisement, for their songs, but let's see. And I guess I'll choose the visual novel cuts. I believe the LP cut, that's like, actually I don't know what LP stands for, but it's like, the original songs, as intended, but the visual novel cut is more suited for the game itself. So let's see. Oh god, it's so cold. It feels like I'm inside a dead womb. Where the hell am I? You're in the future. What? Why? Why should I know? Huh. You were here first. Didn't you see something? Nope. Amazing. The future is amazing. She's too suspicious, but apparently is the only one around. Very sus. Maybe I should ask her some questions. Okay. Where exactly am I? I've already told you. Cease the jokes, please. I can't recognize a single thing here. Help me out. This frozen hellscape used to be my home. As you can see, it's just a pile of concrete. I was here, literally chillin', when you spawned in like a video game character. I'm just as confused as you. Why do you keep calling it the future? This makes no sense to me. The future is my home. He's definitely lost it. Better ask her something else now. Damn, I'm freezing. Only options is save game or volume. Okay, sure, I'll save the game. Is that it? I just press save game, that's it? Not even save slots? Where is everybody? Everybody is dead. I think. Oh, you think? That's just your opinion. You're killing me here. Killing me here, Smalls. Okay, let me ask you again. This is supposed to be a residential area, right? Yeah? So, where are all his residents? I've never seen a single person here before. So I assume everyone might be dead. The text is kind of slow, by the way. I kind of wish I could make it faster. There's no options to do that. I don't know, whatever. Please, don't just assume the worst. There's more to it, actually. Huh? Since I got here, I haven't seen a single soul. And I don't remember any of the human interaction prior. Don't you think that's a little too weird? It is indeed, but I just can't care. I've been alone for so long. I'm used to it. So you're living a life of solitude. And you're okay with it. Living. I'm gonna have a panic attack. Get a grip. Oh, I'm so much better now. You could at least pretend to help me. Check your pockets. Maybe there's something, or maybe there is something. I checked my pocket. Nothing but pieces of lint. Oh, this is pointless. I see. I have to check something now. Wait. Please help me. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? What does CCCP mean? I'm not sure. What do you mean? You're leaving me here. You don't even know what I was going to do. I don't care. Can't you see the situation here? You can't just leave me. Something isn't right. Hey, calm down now. The truth is, I don't have any concrete reason to help you. And you appearing here raises a lot of questions. Put everything aside for now. I just want to go somewhere else. Okay, then you can come to my apartment for now. Finally. Just let me know your name. You can call me Sasha. Okay? Sasha. Well, I was gonna say though, are we like? Because apparently she's saying that everybody's dead. I guess there's a surreal aspect to this as well. I was just thinking, like, if everybody's dead and there's a post-apocalyptic future, how do you get your hands on hair dye? You know, it's like that seems like, I don't know. That seems like something that's not really a priority, and yet she kind of dyed her hair. Anyway, it's a name filled with power. Sure. What's your name? I guess I have no choice. My name is Noir. Yes. Or no, actually I can choose. I'll keep it Noir. I'll keep it default. Noir. That's a pretty name. I will help you. In fact, it's a well-deserved change of pace for me. Maybe I can finally feel something. Hold on. Don't make this about you. Can't you see I'm desperate? Things are bad for you now. They're gonna get way worse. What? I can't feel my body. It's better not to struggle. My mind is fading. Okay, come on, Noir, or you might freeze to death. You see, I can't remember much. I did space stuff, I guess. You did space stuff, you guess. And I came down to Earth. Maybe it was all a distant dream. Blissful noise. I should enjoy this moment. Suspended into nothingness. There is almost a sentiment of relief? I don't know. This little void's embrace is enough? Or this little void's embrace is enough. I don't want to wake up. I don't want to wake up. I don't want to wake up. Wake up, though. Wake up! No. Everything is crazy out there. It makes no sense to leave my cozy, ethereal nest and then dive into a living nightmare on my own. I want this tranquility to last. Wake up, though. It's time to go to school. There's not a single reason for me to abandon this higher state of being. But something tells me I should try and open my eyes. Nah, some other time. Wake up! Must be my forgotten sense of reason. Here goes nothing. I didn't expect nothing to happen, but nothing happened. It also seems that I can't move a centimeter. I should be freaking out by now, but I actually feel quite comfortable. Let's just try and... I won't fall for my mind's tricks. I'm hallucinating. Be gone, shadow thing. You know, I want to go back to sleep 10 more minutes. Shadow being says, incomprehensible words. Blah. It wants to give me something. Otherworldly muttering. Blah, blah. It appears to be a bottle with some kind of transparent liquid. I guess vodka. Blah, blah. It wants me to drink it. Okay, but give me a hand here. I'm in a tight spot. As I drink the mysterious liquid, my throat burns, and an unfathomable taste takes over. Feeling better? I'm dying. I can taste my death. I'm in deep agony. So it worked well enough. I'd say I'm even surprised that your body managed to handle it. Please, never do that again. That was nothing. You're just weak. Get used to the cold and get a hold of yourself. No need to be mean. I want to be well. Sorry, I'm not being mean. It's just my way of talking. I don't buy it. And not only are you weak, not only are you weak, but you look weak. Yeah? You passed out for about 30 minutes. They dragged you here, gave you some warmer clothes. You should be fine now. Try to get some rest. I probably won't be able to sleep on my own. I can't shake a certain feeling of unrest. Even though I'm so tired I could faint any time now. I don't want to sleep. Which is weird because just some moments ago, I felt at peace while asleep. And now, I'm filled with a sense of dread. I fear that if I fall asleep again, I might not be able to wake up. You're passing through a traumatic event right now. You'll never fully comprehend the surreal nature of all of this. Try not to think too much about it. Last thing I want is to deal with another broken being. Again, the text feels like a little bit too slow. But anyway, is she talking about herself? That would make sense. Since you're half dead and don't want to sleep, let me get something for you to eat. Wait here and try not to die. Or don't. I can't control you. Okay. Thanks? Tsundere anime girl? I don't know. Okay. I don't know how she endures it. You know, I don't know how she endures this VHS filter. It's hurting my eyes. No, it's unbelievable, or it's unbelievably cold, and she's all by herself. Okay, stop. I need to diverge my thoughts. Let's find something to do. Time to explore Sasha's room. Game objective. Quest number 1. Go to mirror. Okay, is that supposed to be us? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Should I end myself now? What did I expect? Well, this coat is clearly oversized, but it has a charm. I also appreciate the scarf. At least Sasha has a nice sense of style. But I can't stand to see my face for too long. Pale and thin. A face of defeat. Where did all my strength go? I put all my points into strength, you know? I have such a big debuff right now. Where are my muscles? You're cold and alone. Enough. I'm just thinking that, you know, Noir has big hair. It's like a very big, I don't know, the hair is very, like, proportionally bigger than the rest of our head. Go to the drawer. Something interesting here, perhaps. I open the drawer. It's filled with scribbles, notes, letters, and abstract sketches. Okay, I think I'm gonna go a little faster. Hopefully I don't skip anything though, because if I click twice, it does make the text go faster. But it also kind of, you know, there's the risk that I might skip something. Because that's what I want to do. Anyway, Sasha is weird to say the least. She's beyond help, but I can't judge. God knows what happened to her. Oh, one small note catches my attention. What does it say? I don't understand. Written countless times over an abstract drawing, most of the material makes little to no sense. I'll ask her about these once I get the chance. Now it'll be better if I stop this investigation. I'm gonna check something else. Okay. Go to window. As I lift the curtains, a petrifying wind blows. I'm welcomed by the night. The concrete and snow are merging with the horizon. It's so eerie but also hauntingly beautiful. Some apartments have their lights on, but they're all empty, as if their inhabitants were raptured while living their routines. Can't imagine what went down here. Just a vague assumptions enough to strike me with terror. Absolute isolation. I don't want to live like this. Oh sure, let's just like do a little jump. Let's do a little Mario jump. Yahoo! The fall did not kill me. The white-covered ground cushioned the fall. Ah yes, very soft snow. So how it works? I don't know if that's how it works, but sure. Maybe we weren't very high up in the, in the building. No one could hear me. The wind is screaming so loud, no one will ever notice. The snow intensifies, and I can't feel my body. To be buried in snow, gone like a grain of sugar. This is it. Soon this nightmare will end, and maybe I'll wake up, as if everything never was. Maybe. I don't know what is real anymore. A soft whisper in my ear. is pointing all my sins and forgiving me. Visions and sounds of a life lost in time, vice, and malevolence. Maybe I deserve this. So be it. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, that's the jump off the building ending. I guess. We don't die instantly, but I guess, get covered in snow. Great. Sprites by Ponsu Ripper. Anyway. Alright, so we're back here. Let's maybe step out instead? I'm losing control. My mind is already opting for death over solitude. Okay. Stepping out. I thought step out meant like step out the window somehow. Or whatever. Or step out the balcony. But no. We step back, not step out. Intrusive thoughts. It devours me from inside out. Is this real? Is this really happening? I know the end comes to everything. And it seems that I can feel it already. This is the end for me. A fate worse than death. It can't be. It can't be. Noir, I made you something. I've almost snapped. I need to avoid thinking. Every second I spend alone is enough to make me want to scream. Noir, I'm going. Be strong. I'm just adding the finishing touches. Wait a second. I wonder what she eats here. The vegetation outside is not on its best shape, or is not in its best shape. Are there even animals out there? What a life. What a life. Here, I can say with certain confidence that I'm the best at cooking. There's no one to compete with me. Wicked sense of humor. Take a bite. She made a dumpling of sorts. You made a dumpling? That's pretty like amazing considering, you know, we're in like this weird post-apocalyptic surreal world where no human being exists, I guess. I'm not hungry, but my body needs to eat. Let's see. It's sweet, soft, and creamy. Okay. It's like a pastry kind of. Is it? No, maybe? Not sure. Thank you, Sasha. It's really good. These used to be called surniki. They're simple to make and pleases everyone. How do you manage to make something like this with this kind of environment? You see, I'm not a hunter or a gatherer. The animals are gone and the plants are all dead. But even if everyone died, the city is intact. There are several stores around, tons of ingredients and food left. The only good aspect about this weather is that all the food is well preserved. And surprisingly, I still have electricity and gas. And I already have a plan for when the lights go out for good. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, every time in the zombie movie, right? There's like a little bit of electricity, but like eventually, when you think about it, if there's no one to maintain the electricity grid anymore, eventually it's gonna go out. So, anyway, and that's when things get really bad. I feel like, you know. But for now, we're safe. How can you endure this? Why are you trying so hard? I think this world doesn't want us here. I barely got here and I know it already. Do you remember where were you before arriving here? Do you remember who you are? That's right. It's like my whole life vanished. Life is absurd to the core. Even if you had the greatest life imaginable, or lived the most miserable tragedy, at the end of the day, we're basically the same. We're born without will, and we die without reason. Just like you being here. Most things in life don't make sense. Doesn't mean that we should give up while confronting reality, or doesn't mean that we should give up while confronting reality. We struggle because that's all we have, and in death we have nothing. That's an unfitting philosophy for a lonely person, but I don't feel enlightened. I feel terrified. Know your place. Interpret your fate as a second chance. A tragic second chance, but a chance nonetheless. That would also be too cruel to accept. What about you? Why are you here? I feel that I've been through a lot. It all seems hazy, just like a dream. I lost myself perhaps, but I know I'm here for a reason. Fate and destiny might not be the best words for it, yet I know I'm home. I reached my destination. You're not making any sense. Still wondering about sense. I believe we can help each other. For now, just eat the rest of the Surniki. I don't know how to pronounce that. Surniki. Her words are strong, but she looks so empty, nor happy or sad. I don't know if she believes anything she just said. I wish I could believe in something. Uncertainty is unbearable. Okay, I need to finish eating these. These are so good. That for a brief moment I forgot everything. I'm afraid to sleep, but I think I'll lie down for a while. Oh, there's something in the back of my mind. It's knocking. I can see through a glass. This little box is too fragile for it to hold. It's going to break soon. One day I might succumb. I don't want to give in, nor I want to keep on going. Hours later. You don't know how much time, I guess, if you don't have a clock. It doesn't get any easy. Confusion lurks within every corner. As time passes, the more disconnected I am from myself. I'm just an amalgamation of twisted thoughts now, screeching and squirming in a dark, abandoned alley. Sasha is good with me. Need to borrow some of her will. Sasha, how do you do it? You there? She's not wearing her shirt anymore. I guess wearing a coat. Where? Here, awake. Are you ready? For what? Did you really forget again? Are you okay? I'm tired. You're always tired. Well, get up. Today is a unique day. We need to hurry. What is going on today? The snow stopped yesterday, and I believe the sky will open just a little bit. This is it. I'm sorry, I'm having huge blackouts. You've been gone for a while now. But at least you can still remember. I don't know anymore. You're here. Here. How long have I been here? Who knows? I don't know how long I've been here either. Does it really matter? Of course it matters. How can you take this? At a point in time, I just stopped counting the days. It feels easier like this. I don't get you at all. You'll get it, eventually. Okay, so where are we going? We need a large open field. I know a place. Just tag along and help me carry this stuff here. You gave me a large box and a backpack. Both are lighter than I expected. Now let's go before it's too late. Hey! You just rushed downstairs and left me here. I could hurry up and follow, I guess. When did these stairs become so long? I'm feeling sick. Are you okay, Noir? Sasha's voice echoed through the floors, just a little dizzy. We don't want to miss this opportunity. Hurry up. Her voice reverberating, combined with the wind, whistling upwards, the loose metal bars on the handrail, a metallic sound hitting each other. Be strong, Noir. Just get down the stairs. Don't think. I'm waiting here. Why am I so anxious? Okay. Run. Okay. Anime girls. At least, I don't know. I don't know the protagonist is an anime girl necessarily. Very gender ambiguous, I would say. I don't know. It's not really confirmed, I guess. Sasha sprints towards the frozen road ahead. How? I can't believe it. She really wants me to run in this cold. Could you slow down a bit? Well, you gotta... You want to warm up, you gotta do a bit of cardio. Huh? If you just like go very slowly, you're gonna freeze to death, I would say. Assuming the weather is like really cold. Anyway, not now. Take a look at the sky. You see? The stars. It's the first time in a real long time. It snows every day, almost non-stop. The clouds are gone for a while. That's why we need to hurry. Yes, I see now. I've never seen the clear night sky here. It's like I've never even seen the stars in my life. Have I? The days come and go, and I don't have any recollection of what my life was, or what it used to be. Wait. It seems Sasha's haste will serve nothing. I can barely move. Oh, yeah. Tread carefully, and put some traction in these legs. Oh god, give me a moment. Go. Run. I'm tired. The city. It's basically a well-preserved ruin now. I've never been this far. Well, it's not like there's anything to do here. Right. You said this place is your home. Do you remember how everything was? Vague memories, perhaps. When I first arrived here, I had a more vivid vision of things. I used to keep a diary. I wrote some abstract feelings I had. Whenever I walked around, I had the sense of familiarity. So I went and put this on paper, along with some sketches of times and places. I'll probably never see it again. So you had a diary? Yeah, nothing relevant. I saw some sketches. What? When I first arrived here, I went through your stuff, you know? I have no sense of privacy, I guess. Out of curiosity. And I happened to see the diary, or what was left of it. There's one page that caught my attention. A bunch of words and cryptic drawings. I don't understand repeating over and over. What was it? When I saw it, I felt dread. Well, I don't understand anything. Before your arrival, there are some difficult days here. And I realized something. I never once saw the light of day. I don't recall ever seeing the sun. And I forgot how it is to be warm. Ah yes, this seems like, this just seems like the result of global warming, I don't know. Where is it? Well, it says global warming is like when everything gets like really hot and the sun is like, I guess global warming would be like, well, it depends actually. I think, isn't it like the way the global warming works to its like natural conclusion is that some parts of the world will be like really hot and like the ice caps melt and all that, and there'd be like a giant flood. But also like some other places it'd be like the extreme opposite, like global warming is like a misnomer because it doesn't mean like literally warming. It can also mean that the seasons can also just be extreme temperatures that make humans unable to live in certain places, right? Or am I making that up? I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Anyway. And it's truly hard to nurture hope like this. But I still have to see it for myself. So I can know how to feel. That's why today is so important. We're almost there. Hurry up. Such a soothing place. Everything I see is covered in white. You can only hear the wind. Now open the container I gave you. Okay. What is it? This is my improvised weather balloon. Sort of. I want this to go up high in the sky and take some pictures so we can see it. See? See what? I don't know. Anything. Why we're here to begin with. Why the world is gone and stuff. And stuff. Even before you arrived, I had this plan. Maybe we can have a glimpse of everything. I don't really care for answers anymore. But maybe we can still see. Suddenly, my yearning for explanations was suppressed. Do we need to take a look? Am I afraid of something? Sasha seems to contradict herself too, as if she wanted to know what is going on, while at the same time not caring, or actively trying to let it go. Are you sure about this? What's this all of a sudden? I guess it doesn't really matter. But surely I'm curious. I can't believe it, of course. Of course it matters. You told me not to think too hard about being here. I faintly remember, and now I don't really know if I want to see whatever this shows us. I have this complex rationalization. I don't have to let my feelings take the lead. Anything seems reasonable to me, and I'm okay with any outcome. And how can you do that? All this makes me want to just lie down and let the world reclaim me, while you face it like it's just another day. What are you striving for? I am determined, and that's it. We're already here. That's enough reason. Even with my paradoxical ambivalence, with these big words as such as just using randomly. Why do they ask such a thing? I'm not feeling good. Noir. I'm sorry, I'm a bit weak. Let me get the balloon. Take a time to catch your breath. There's something knocking, and it wants to break free. My lost memories are bleeding into my current self. as if they were someone else's. Feelings of disgust and hate, dreadful isolation, worse than his current one, lies and regret. I don't know why. Alright, we're set. And honestly, I get the confusion you might have right now. It's logic that doesn't really make sense. But again, what is really making sense here anyways? I believe you should decide if you release the balloon or cancel everything and just head back. Oh no. Okay. I wonder if it's gonna lead to an ending again. Let's go home. Okay, let me pack this up. I don't want to think about anything. Too tiresome and overwhelming. I'm sorry about it. You planned for so long. It's fine. It's not like things would have really changed. Yeah, and this depresses me enough. Don't let it get to you. I just don't understand. There's something heavy on me. It tells me I should give in. There's nothing I want to do now. What do you mean? Is there something you're remembering? Not exactly. But I know that all of this is not for me. I'm done. Okay, fine. Let's head back home. Ending. Alright, that's just an ending. Alrighty. It's gonna be very annoying to get back to where I was again, because there's no load function. Why is there no load function? Why did you put a save game button here, but there's no load game? What are they? Okay, whatever. Alright, it's gonna take a while to get back to where we were. It's gonna be a lot of clicking. Alright, okay. So back all the way here. So let's release the weather balloon this time. Boop. Are you ready? I want to see it. Okay. Yeah, it's a big balloon. There it goes. I don't know what to expect, but it felt right. It feels right to be the light. To bear this burden, it's better than withering in the dark. A step forward, a reason. I was too tired of flirting with confusion. I could either embrace it or surrender to it. You being here gave me the hope I forgot I had. Whatever happened to you and to me doesn't need to destroy us. Understand that and let it all be. I think I get her a little bit better now. Let's go, Noir. Once the balloon reaches the stratosphere, we'll know how things are. This future is my home. Things were never supposed to be like this. But here I am, my own real nightmare. Trying to decipher what this all means, and you only made things harder. But hell, I don't mind if things never mattered. Alright, I guess that's the ending. I don't think, there's nothing else. I think I pretty much picked all the choices for the most part. There's some slight variations on dialogue, but I think it doesn't affect anything. The only endings that I got were, well, the ones that I got, which are 3 endings in total, I think. So I guess that's it for this game. Alright. So yeah. There you go. Also the save game doesn't work. Anyway, but yeah. Alright. So that's the game. I think I got all the endings, you know. I kind of explored every kind of dialogue choice, and the ones that don't really give you ending, they're just like slight variations of dialogue, so they don't really matter too much. But I guess that's it. So I think I'm done with the game. So yeah, how do I feel about it? So, well, for one, definitely the aesthetics. The aesthetics are pretty interesting. I like it. The art is okay. I don't mind it. Obviously the music, is definitely very immersive, and obviously, this game itself is kind of like, again, like advertisement to Astrophysics' album, really, that came out around the same time, I think. It's like a tie-in visual novel, really. So really it's just there to like show off their music, and it's good. It's pretty good. I mean, I don't mind. It's like, at least the one that's meant to be played with the visual novel, is very like ambient, very like, I don't know, very trippy, I guess, kind of surreal. I don't know how to describe it, but I like it, very, very like dreamlike, I guess. But yeah, so the music is good, definitely. But I guess well, here's the thing. I mean, for one, like objectively, I wish there was a save system. I always deduct points for every video game that don't have a save system. I don't care how short your game is. You gotta have some sort of save system. And it seems like the game's supposed to have a save system because it has literally save game as like part of like a main menu button, but like you can't actually load from the save. There's no save slots. I don't know if it's a bug or not, or like I'm missing some kind of control. Like, but either way, it's not very obvious how you like load a game. So it's kind of annoying to like go through the game like multiple times in order to like, you know, check out all the different like branches, you know. So that's kind of annoying. I don't like that, obviously. There's not even like a skip function, you know. So objectively, in terms of like the visual novel aspects to it, it's like missing some features, I feel like, you know. So that's kind of just objectively just, you know, not great. So in terms of actual visual novel, you know, the way it functions, it's kind of, it could be better, definitely. It's just missing some default functions you should have in every visual novel, really, in my opinion. And I play a lot of visual novels, you know. I should know this. Anyway, but yeah, so that's kind of like not great. But I guess the biggest gripe for me, and this is very subjective, so obviously this is going to be different for everybody, but I felt that the writing a little bit too flowery. I feel like, you know, I felt too much like Shakespeare, I would say. The characters, when they talk to each other, they don't feel like people, you know, when they're talking to each other. I don't know what it is, but like it gets, you know, it takes too long to get to the point, you know. When I feel like when people talk to each other in real life, at least, you know, what I prefer in stories anyways, when people are like down to earth, you know, they're like talking like simple language, right? They don't use these weird metaphors and these weird like poetic, you know, wording. They just speak like normal people, you know. And it's not like you can't use flowery language, but you gotta leave it for those climatic moments, right? You want to leave it for like when it matters, instead of using it all the time, I guess. And the thing is, you know, this game, it does use some of the language is, I feel like, you know, it is sometimes like they talk like people. You know, I think the dumpling one, you know, the dumpling scene, I guess, you know, she kind of like was talking like a normal person for a little bit, but then it goes back to like very like, I don't know, really weird like, I don't know, again, Shakespearean language. You know, it's not literally Shakespearean, but you know, it's hard to describe, but like very poetic language, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. You know, trying to like pad out the sentences, you know, just like if you're like writing an essay for like your teacher, and then you want to pad out the pages, you know. That's what it feels like, right? It's just too many like words to just, when you could simply just say one thing, you know. But that's what I felt like for me anyway. But yeah, I really feel like it should be the opposite, you know. It should be like, you should use flowery language sparingly, you know, and keep everything else kind of like simple. At least if you're trying to make like, especially like a visual novel with like only 2 characters, right? Like it's a back and forth. It's very much like a conversation, right? So it needs to feel more conversational. At least in my opinion. At least that's the stories I like to read. You know, so it's very subjective. But, you know, it depends on your taste, I guess. It can also be like, you know, to be fair, like, again, I don't know. I'm assuming Astrophysics wrote this visual novel. I think I saw in the credits someone else was involved as well. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm assuming they're the main writer. And to be fair, you know, when you write lyrics, for example, for like songs, it is kind of like poetic. So maybe they're trying to capture that kind of feeling, you know. But for me, anyway, I don't know. It doesn't really fit, especially if you're going to be reading a lot, you know. If you're going to be reading like paragraphs of like dialogue, you know. If you're trying to make everything poetic, it just feels kind of dull. At least to me, anyway. At least, again, that's my opinion. But I really felt the writing could be better. It could be less melodramatic, you know, I feel like, you know. Because what I got from the story, I mean, it really basically is, and it's also kind of weird, it's kind of surreal, really, but it really is just the main character, Noir, or whoever you name them as, but I'm going to say Noir, kind of just like randomly just popped into reality, you know, in this world with the other character, Sasha. And apparently Sasha has been stuck in this world for a long time, in this post-apocalyptic Earth where, you know, everything is snowing, apparently, at least in her town, and all the people disappeared, right? She doesn't know why, and you know, she's just living on her own the entire time. You know, she's like isolated and lonely, and the main character is also feeling that way. At least the protagonist, you know, is also feeling that way. And you know, it's supposed to be this metaphor, right, where they're literally in a world where they're isolated from everybody else, and they, you know, they don't know why or whatever. And it's supposed to be a metaphor for like feeling lonely and like mentally as well, like emotionally, and depressed or whatever. You know, I think they're going kind of trying to go for that, but I don't know. For me, it didn't really. It was too much on the nose, I guess. I feel like, you know, they're trying to do that. They're trying to force that metaphor a little bit too much, at least for me, anyway. So, you know, if I would write it better, or at least, you know, not better, but like if I would write it differently, rather, I would feel like I would focus more on the world building. You know, I will focus more on like the world that they live in, right? And like less monologuing and more about just like surviving, you know. That'd be kind of an interesting topic as well, because it kind of reminds me, this whole setting kind of reminds me of an anime, actually. It kind of reminds me of, I believe it's called Girl's Last Tour, if I'm not mistaken. I keep getting the name wrong, but it's very similar kind of setting as well, you know, kind of similar premise, where you're in a post-apocalyptic, you know, or rather, you know, the characters are in a post-apocalyptic world, and it's two anime girls, you know, and then they're just kind of like surviving, right? They're living their daily lives, in this like strange, you know, very like extreme setting, and yet, you know, they find moments where it's like really human. It's like, you know, it's very relatable. You know? I don't know how to describe it, but it's really good. And like, I don't know, I can't help but like compare it to this game. This game kind of felt like, I think it was missing. It was kind of like the human element, you know. Kind of felt like the characters weren't really speaking to each other. They were speaking at each other, if that makes sense. You know, at least for the most part. Again, there are some moments I feel like where they are having a conversation, I feel like, but I feel like they're too far and few in between, you know, when I was reading it anyway. And you know, well, another thing as well, I wish you could change the text speed. You know, maybe part of it as well, I felt slow because I was forced to like read at a certain text speed. You know, I read a little bit faster. So I wish you could like change it to make it go faster. I don't know. That's like another thing that this is a little, you know, again, my first criticism about the missing features of like a visual novel. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. I mean, what else? I mean, that's basically how I feel about the game. Cool tone though. You know, I like the tone of the game and everything, but I felt like the writing is what made me like not really feel. You know, I feel like the writing could be suited to my taste a bit better. I feel like, you know? But you know, that's just me. Maybe other people find it the opposite. Maybe they really love the way that it's written. I'm not sure. But yeah, there you go. So there you go. I think that's it for Hope. Hope Left Me. Definitely try the game. I mean, obviously you can also check out Astrophysics, like actual album itself. I think the songs itself is a little bit different from the visual novel cut. Like, you can also just play it in this game itself. You could choose the LP cut, I guess, and I think that's a little bit different. You know, the full songs themselves are a little bit different than the actual the songs that I played. You know, in my playthrough anyway. So definitely maybe I'll check that out myself off screen. But I definitely I do like the music that, you know, the developer made. But anyway, so there you go. I guess that's it for this game though. So I guess if you're on YouTube and didn't know, I stream these games live on Twitch, so check me out over there if you're interested. I also have other playthroughs and channels, so you can look for those if you want. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.